Now, these new laws make it easier for farmers to sell their produce directly to private buyers and enter into contracts with private companies. But farmers and opposition parties have called the changes a death warrant. That's because the reforms will loosen rules around sale, pricing, and storage of farm produce, which have protected India's small farmers from the free market for decades. Now, the government hopes private sector investment will stimulate growth. The agriculture sector contributes nearly 15% of India's $2.9 trillion economy and employs about half of the country's 1.3 billion people. Nearly 85% of India's farmers own less than 5 acres of land. Now, for the past 56 years, it was compulsory for farmers to sell their produce at government-regulated markets known as mandis, where middlemen helped growers sell to either the state-run company or private players. Now, the changes to the law will give farmers the option of selling outside the mandi system. But for small farmers, it's impossible to compete on the free market where they're against much larger producers. The liberalization of the market will likely push prices down, making small land holdings unsustainable. Small farmers have struggled for decades, driven deeper into debt by crop failures and difficulty securing competitive prices for their produce. Sadly, their desperation is reflected in rising suicide rates.